Welcome back to London Beautiful Life, and today we're at the Diamonds and Dust rehearsal at the Sugar Studios in Greenwich. So Diamonds and Dust, how did it all start?
Oh my God, years and years ago, I was like, you know what, I'll make a show about a bunch of cowgirls and they're going to do a bunch of dangerous stuff. And then I was like, you know, we should actually make it really good. And then I was like, hey, Emma, come and co-write this with me. And then I was like, hey, Dita. I was on tour there. I was like, you want to like be in this show? And she's like, yeah. And so it's essentially all of my favorite girls doing what we do best. Yeah.
And in Tosca's original vision in the Los Angeles production, we had really focused on trying to tell a more accurate portrayal of the women of the American West. We felt that Hollywood's portrayal of the women of the West was limited in its exposure of how it actually was for women. And so in trying to create this theatrical piece here in the West End, we've taken all of those sort of themes and we've reapplied them to just one character. And so we've created,
Diamonds and Dust.
We've pulled from obscurity Miss Kitty Leroy, and getting Faye Tozer to play her has been such a thrill. She's doing an incredible job. We can't wait to see it finally up there on the stage, and we can't wait for you to come and see it as well.
I was going to say, what was it like working with Faye, and were you guys Steps fans?
Brilliant.
Yes,
brilliant.
5, 6, 7, 8. That was that was really like, I'm Czech, I'm from Prague. That was my anthem. Even in Eastern Europe, 5, 6, 7, 8 was playing. So it was like full circle, right? To the back to the Western theme for all of us. No, it's been so great, and also just working with like a West End leading lady, a British darling. You know what I mean? It's a really great coming together of worlds, because we are so like, we are outlaws of the entertainment world as burlesque dancers and cabaret dancers. To come together with like true theater folk is really exciting for us. Yeah.
And a proper British star. I mean, she is just a consummate, like, exquisite individual, let alone the fact that she's doing such a great job on the part. So, yeah. And I came a little late to the Steps party, but we're going to go see the musical.
Yeah,
we're going to go see
yes.
the Steps musical, which is incredible.
Yeah.
That it's all happening at once. We love it.
Yeah.
And also Dita, what's it like working with Dita?
Great. Yeah. I mean, I was actually in a cattle call, like casting for her. That's how we connected first.
Well, people don't know this about Tosca, but she's actually one of the premier international touring serial artists. So naturally, when Dita wanted to add Cirque elements to her show, Tosca was the natural choice.
Thank you, Miss Emma.
Indeed.
No, I mean, honestly, we're just good friends. It's easy to make stuff with her. And we said, how hard can it be opening a theater and a show? Easy, just kidding. No, it's been really fun. Sure, it's a challenge, but also like I want a reason to go out at night to see something that I personally want to go see, and this will get me out of my pajamas and into the outdoors, you know.
The great outdoors.
To the great outdoors.
The great glittering outdoors.
Yeah.
Of London.
Of London. Well, it's a long night, all under one roof. So like all under one roof, you get a Americana pre-show set from some of my favorite like Americana songbirds into a full theatrical production, into a crazy club night, and we're open until 4 a.m. baby. The rest of the West End is not. So wherever you go, come to us afterwards, because we'll be there.
Afterwards, we'll still be there.
We're the crazy saloon down by the river.
And Dita is a woman of great vision. And Tosca is a woman of great vision. And all women of great vision do not always come together on the same vision. And this has been one of those moments, one of those magical moments where two incredible women with big visions who are very specific about the very nature of their artism, like have come together in such an exquisite production.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
3 women.
3 women.
And when it comes to, without giving too much away, what would you say is your favorite scene?
The tambourine one you just saw.
Right?
Yeah.
That's without question.
I mean, there's a bunch of really large, that we have a duel up in the air, we have fire guns, we are doing the big spectacle, but like I feel like this is a really nice coming together moment of Miss Kitty, Faye's character, and the boys who the relationship starts out like this, and they come together at the end for this beautiful tambourine number, which I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah, Tosca really cast the men very well in this show.
Yeah, there's few, but they're mighty.
And they're
We've got Mr. Magic Mike over there.
Yeah. Oh my God, Manny has been a dream to work with. I was like, how is a man so burly, so great at aerial, such a great actor, such a sweetheart? We love Manny. Go
love
Manny.
All the boys.
Yeah.
All the boys.
We expect Channing Tatum turning up.
I'm sure he'll be in the audience. Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully
If he
he'll come-
knows what's good for him.
Hopefully he'll come do the worm for us.
Yeah, with the little fist bump.
Yeah.
We're big Magic Mike fans. We
are,
always have
yes.
been.
You
Yeah.
ever get to see Manny as Magic Mike?
No,
I
no.
did.
You did?
Yeah, when I went to see it, well, the third time I went to see it,
I've been many times. as
he
well.
was Magic
He
Mike.
was?
Yes. Yes.
I'm so jealous.
The first day he walked in, I was like, stop
Yeah,
it.
no.
I was like, yeah,
There he is.
there he is.
Oh, no, that's Niko. The boys work really hard. You know, they are
They do.
they are outnumbered by us.
Yeah.
But they do work twice as hard maybe as us.
Yeah.
So
No, and they help carry the show, you know, especially with so many strong female leads in the show, and especially with so many incredible, talented women. And, you know, a lot of the original vision of the show was to have an all-woman show, but we need a couple men in there to help us out, you know?
Yeah.
And the way we all come together at the end.
It's
is
about
really
equality,
nice.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
So how did you get involved in it?
I feel like it's okay to say that I was kind of headhunted. My name was put in a hat by a few people. Tosca was actually a Steps fan, and she knew of my theatre background. The producers knew of me, and it was kind of one of those cases where, are you available and would you be interested? And I was like, oh, Data Von Teese, hell yeah!
Have you met Dita yet?
I haven't met Data yet. No, she's busy in Vegas at the moment, as you do. So we'll be seeing her sort of last minute when she just drops in and creates the rest of this fabulous show and puts the final piece into it.
So when she does actually come, that'll be your final proper rehearsal, right? Does that make it a bit on edge where you're like, oh no, that you haven't fully done everything yet when it comes to rehearsal period, like the period of the rehearsal side?
No, we've got this. Literally, yeah. This is a well-organised machine. We just do our bits, and we know exactly where Dita's going to be. We've got a little stand in. Yeah. We also have her alternate who's going to be around quite a lot as well, who's fabulous. Didi Derriere. Have you met her? No, she's fabulous. So, yeah, so many exciting people on this show.
Without giving too much away, what would you say is your favourite scene, or what scene do you reckon is going to look amazing on stage?
Oh gosh, that's really hard to say because there are so many different elements to this show. I think the first half is like more of a storytelling part about Kitty Leroy, because she's a real historical person around the times of Annie Oakley and Calamity Jane that we don't really know so much about. So it's more about that and flashbacks and how we fuse the burlesque about what Kitty Leroy used to do. So we've got a beautiful burlesque act there. And then the second half is finishing off the story and then a bit more interactive audience participation. You'll be doing little card games with us. Yeah, we're going to see you up close and personal.
I'm excited. I'm coming to the press night, so I'm very excited for it. If you could choose a scene that you would happily not be a part of, when it comes to when it comes to burlesque stuff, it can be maybe a bit raunchy. If there's this one scene you wouldn't want to do, what scene would it be?
Oh no, I'm here for it. This is real burlesque. This is real burlesque by real burlesque artists. We are having a little piece of Vegas in sunny old London. You know, it's going to be something really incredible. I think this is the big part of why Tosca and Dita wanted to do this project, because it's real burlesque, written by women who do the actual show, about women who do this. You know, that's why it was a big draw for me to do that sort of project. So there's nothing that I wouldn't want to be a part of.
Well, actually, I was going to say, because I don't know much about burlesque, but it's in the UK we don't have much of that here.
We do have burlesque here in the UK, but I think it is more of a different style from what I've heard from Tosca. So it's going to be bringing more of a Vegas vibe to London, which is going to be incredible for us and a real novelty for people to come and see as well.
What skills have you learned?
I think what I'm bringing to the show is obviously my West End experience, my musical theatre experience, you know, my storytelling. I'm going to be able to do some songs, put my dancing shoes back on as well, as you've seen today, and just keep the story going, keep that ball up in the air and bring some fun and some great entertainment.
If there was one step song you could put in the show, what step song would that be?
Well, it would have to be 5, 6, 7, 8, wouldn't you? Because we're Western. I got to the rehearsals, and because it's a Wild West theme, I was like, again, I've been like cast in a show that's to do with the Wild West. You know, this is my life.
Well, it's such an iconic song, isn't it? Like, I still remember the routine.
Well, we might be playing it, you know, as part of the background music at some parts, because Tosca was like that. We have to get some step songs in. So
Could we see the band coming for the press night?
absolutely, yeah. Well, not everybody's available, but we will have a few little members come and support me. Absolutely. There will be coming on different dates as well. So yeah.
Also, when it comes to steps as well, can we expect more music? Can we expect more tours?
Well, at the moment, we're very busy with Here and Now. Our tour for the musical is going out starting in September, which is going to be a 10-month UK tour, which we're supporting. We're very, very proud of. They're in rehearsals at the moment, so that's our big news at the moment. Steps are very busy, you know, looking after our baby. It's an iconic moment for us.
Pete Waterman, he's got a big part on Here and Now, hasn't he?
So, Here and Now was a band decision years and years ago. We just said, okay, we really need to musical. The music lends to musical theatre. We've seen this happen before, and we'd really, really love for it to happen. It's been a long process. We've had lots of people come and go, scripts come and go, and now we've got the best team that we could ever dream of. And the show has come out better than we expected. We did our 3-week previews in Birmingham last year, and it went down an absolute storm. We are more than proud of this project, and how lovely and iconic to have a musical.
When it comes to music as well, have you noticed the change? Obviously, there is a massive change in music from when you first started to now. But has that been is it weird to when you think back? Because I've still got your cassettes, like cassette, not even a CD. I've got cassettes of your first album.
Yeah. I mean, music in general changes all the time, but it also goes back and reflects what has been in music for years. You know, with Steps music, we were never in fashion, so we'll never go out.
No, I would say you're in fashion. You guys are the most fashionable band. And your clothes as well, always on point.
Iconic. I don't know. You know, you certainly notice them. Give people something to see. Yeah.
Actually, when you said about the clothes on this as well, you're looking forward to wearing all the costumes. You guys do have great clothes in the band as well. If you could pick out a favourite iconic fashion moment from Steps, what would it be?
Okay, so my favourite moment probably from Steps would be the Deeper Shade of Blue video when we were in the latex uniforms, and funnily enough, the lady who made those was part of this team for Diamonds and Dust, and she said, "Oh my God, I made you these costumes." I went, "These costumes?" She was like, "That, yeah," and I was like, "That, hi again." Like 20 years later, that's so crazy.
What was it like doing that music? What was your favourite music video when it comes to Steps?
I think that one again. I think another favourite for the band, video-wise, would be It's the Way You Make Me Feel, because we did that in beautiful surroundings. We got to have period costumes, well, kind of, and our lovely little fan choreo that's tagged all over, so that's really fun.
Would you be having many fan choreos here for this show?
I do get to have a fan moment in this one, which I'm really glad, because obviously I'm not a burlesque artist, I won't be doing that side of it, I'm narrating, but I do get to have a little fan moment, so I'm excited about that.
Firstly, today has been great. How did you get involved in all of this?
I'm very good friends with the producers, and they reached out to me and they said that they were putting on this amazing show. I wanted to hear more about it. They showed me the team and I was like, I can't not say yes.
Without giving too much away, what do you reckon is going to be one of the best scenes in this play?
It's not just one scene, it's not just one act, it's like, I think there's surprises throughout the whole show, and I think there's wow factors throughout the whole show. It's going to be great, non-stop.
Obviously you did Magic Mike as well. What was that like, working on that?
Yeah, it was incredible. I did it for 5 years, played Mike, but yeah, it was really good.
Is it weird coming over to this and not playing Mike anymore, essentially?
It's nice to do something different. There's still an element of the Magic Mike kind of style, but it's nice to kind of dive into a different world and meet kind of different audience members and people from, like the burlesque side of things.
Well, obviously in that show as well, there's aerial stuff like there's going to be in this. So have you transferred any skills from Magic Mike to Diamonds and Dust?
Yes, actually I do some aerial in this show as well. Yeah, so I do like a solo where it's a little bit of aerial and a little bit of dancing. So I've transferred the skills that I learned from Magic Mike over.
What was it like working with Channing Tatum as well?
Oh yeah, incredible. He's such a great guy. He really knows what he's doing. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a dream come true when I did that.
And talking about a great cast as well, you've got Faye Tozer, Dita Von Teese. What are they like? Have you met Dita yet?
Not yet, but she'll be here soon. Faye's incredible. She's so hardworking. She really puts her all into everything, and she's come such a long way, and I'm really impressed with her.
So for people that want to get into theatre, obviously we don't realise you have to do like up to like 9 shows a week, maybe even more. How do you mentally prepare yourself to be able to do that many shows and act like it's the first ever show you've done in your entire life?
A lot of preparation. You kind of have to find little pockets within the show to kind of keep it fresh. You know, with other audience, with cast members, sorry. That's really like the secret. Make sure you're conditioning your body, keeping that going. But yeah, it's really just finding sort of moments, and just like, especially when you're doing character work, you know, maybe play a character a little bit differently on one night than you did the night before. So just finding them little pockets, really.
Do you reckon we're going to get any surprises in this show as well?
Oh, 100%. There's no way you're not getting surprises.
So I hear there's audience interaction within this show, a bit like Magic Mike. Is it going to be a bit different, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know. There's going to be too many lap dances, but there will be interactions.
And then also, if you could choose one song from Magic Mike to be performed in this play, which one would it be? You got a great soundtrack at Magic Mike, and also by the sounds of it here as well.
Yeah, that's a really hard question. Actually, I really love the music here. Obviously, it's set in like a Western kind of style, so the music's really unique. If I was to bring one over, you put me on the spot here because it's really specific, like how I would put it across.
And I guess within the niche as well.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'd have to just go with a classic pony, just so it's just done, but... I mean, if I had more time, I'd probably think of a better one.
Do you guys have the ear to hear the secret beats in songs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, a lot of it comes from the concept, and, you know, especially with something like this, where the costume plays such a huge part of it, you know, that almost becomes part of the choreography. And although that could kind of feel like a restriction, it kind of forces us to be imaginative and creative with what restrictions we do have. So that's sort of what I would first think of, and then next is picking apart that music. You find all those accents, you find the different things you want to highlight, and then working from that.
Without giving too much away, what is one of the best scenes in this show?
All the best things about the show.
All the scenes, all the things, yeah, but both.
I mean, there are so many amazing, I really mean it, there are so many incredible moments within this show. There's so much variety. All of the dance numbers, I mean, my personal favourite is Midnight Ride that you saw earlier today with the boys and Faye, which is really strong. There's a few really exceptional aerial moments in the show as well. There's a saddle act, so there's an aerial saddle that comes down and it rotates, and there's an artist that performs contortion on top of that in the air. So I'd say that's a really exciting and original moment.
I do think the end of Act 2, like our pre-finale, is iconic. I don't know whether we're allowed to talk about it, but you've got to come see it.
Yeah.
What's it like working with Faye as well?
Oh, she is just amazing. We're
both,
massive steps fans.
So am I.
Well, we actually both worked with Claire
In September, that's how we met.
on her UK tour.
So we're working our way through steps.
Yes.
and we're thrilled about it. Faye,
You've got H, Lee and Lisa next.
yeah,
that's
we're
it.
gonna hunt them down. But Faye she's such a star. She's so professional. I mean, this is such a huge role for her in terms of physicality, and also with the script. It's a massive leading lady part, and she's just taken it all in her stride, and she's got that leading lady energy, but also brings the pop star vibe to it as well. And she's just a really great person.
Yeah, she's been amazing to work with. She's so up for it, isn't she? Up for anything. And as you saw, like, we've pushed her hard in the dancing.
Yeah.
And she looks amazing. She's fantastic.
Also Dita as well, but have you guys met her yet?
I have met her, yeah. I mean, she was here for the audition, so I've met her prior to us starting. But she's, in Vegas, then she comes next week.
Well, how long is the turnaround of rehearsals with her into then going into the show?
It's pretty quick.
It's very quick, but she is rehearsing in Vegas right now. We're sending videos back and forth. So yeah, she is.
She's really used to working in that way as well. Like it did make us laugh because she thought this is long for her. She's used to turning a show around in 24 hours. You know, she's done a lot of stuff like that. So we have every faith that she's going to come in and put her magic on top of it, but also pick everything up really quickly as well.
And every show people like yourselves go to, do you learn anything new yourselves, or is it just always the same, like kind of like a Groundhog Day?
God, not at all. We're learning every day. I think that's one of the biggest joys of being a creative, is that you learn off your cast, you learn off your crew. We've both used props that we haven't used before to create things. So every day is a school day in the theatre, I'd say.
Absolutely. You learn every day. Absolutely. You never stop learning.